As we stand here 5 minutes before throw-in, I have members and mentors from both clubs. I would like first of all to come to you, Leo, and ask you for a simple prediction on the proceedings ahead.
A prediction, Pat, is impossible to give in the light of the situation that we're facing here. Valley Rovers considered by many to be lucky to be here, but by their own supporters here on merit. Kilbrittain coming here with the best of credentials after a smashing victory just a week ago over Yall, the reigning champions. Must make them all my favourites. Valley Rovers, if they start well after 6 weeks of a layoff, if they come out the traps, I reckon that we're going to be very close. And having had 6 draws in the intermediate hurling, why not another draw today?
Thanks very much, Leo. And also with me, Dan Healy, treasurer of the Kilbrittain Club. I'll put the same question to you, Dan. How do you see it unfolding?
Well, I don't think this favourite crack is on at all. Kilbrittain are out there today. I think if they play like they played last Sunday, I think we have a good chance to take it. But I mean, it's a 50-50 game. The final can never be decided until the game is over, really. But I think if we can produce the form we produced last Sunday, I think we should come out winners, hopefully.
Okay. John Newman, today I would see that the whole thing is probably a celebration of what happened last year, whereas Valley Rovers got over the hoodoo of their first junior county championship. How do you see that having a bearing on it?
Well, last year Valley Rovers, they went into the county final under extreme pressure. And they came out of it. They were underdogs going into it. They came out with a fine win. I think today that if they play as well as they did against Clydugh, I'd hold no fears of Kilbrittain. I think we have forwards fast and skillful enough to take the scores, and at the end I think we should have outshaded it.
Padge O'Brien, Vice Chairman of the Kilbrittain J Club. Can I ask you, Padge, what contribution do you expect to see from the full forward line of the Kilbrittain attack?
Well, I think if the Kilbrittain full forward line get the right supply of the ball, I have no doubt but that we should come out well on top in the finish. If they get the right supply of the ball, I think the Kilbrittain full forward line and their half forward line have the potential to really open up the Inishannon defence.
Andrew, thanks very much. Dan, coming to you again, the atmosphere in Kilbrittain during the week, I have been told, has been just unbelievable, and you were commenting yourself before the game coming through the village this morning.
I have never seen the likes of it. I've been involved with the club for the last 20 years, and I say the atmosphere, the support the players are getting are unbelievable.
John, in Inishannon, I believe national schools and the pupils in general around the place were involved during the week, and you probably had an involvement in it yourself. Could you just describe things that were happening out there?
Well, definitely the atmosphere was very good in Inishannon, and with the youth, no doubt it's a great boost again to them following on the win of last year, and we've tried to keep it up again this year.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much. I'll hand you back to Bat in the commentary position. With me at half-time, I have Dan Healy again, the treasurer of the Kilbrittain GA Club. Can I just put it simply to you, Dan, that things definitely did not go Kilbrittain's way in the first half?
We started very well. I thought we hurled well for the first 10 minutes, but I think we're after falling apart. But I think we've been beaten our half-back line at the moment. Our half-back line is not winning ball, and we were well on top. I think, to be honest, we thought the game was just going nicely for us, but at the moment we have a lot to do. We're right up against it. I think we're 2 goals down, and we have a fighting battle.
Yeah, that's what I was coming to, Dan, that I was going to ask you, was there any position or any place in the field where you felt you were beaten? And you rightly pointed out the half-back line.
Our centre-back.
For a team that's appearing their second county final, appeared there last year and should probably have won against the All, I would have thought that maybe they would have been hungrier than Valley Rovers today for a victory, but for the last quarter of the first half, it didn't appear that way.
It looks as if maybe there's too many games played. I mean, are we just buttoned up from the game? I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping that we'll come out the second half with that bite that we had last Sunday for the championship, for the game. We haven't got that at the moment. We started very well. We got a great start. First 10 minutes was great hurling, but at the moment we can't even pick up a ball. No, our half-back line is being beaten.
Now, I would imagine that the goal that John Shields got in the first half, his first goal, was copybook stuff.
Oh yeah,
it was top draw, and I suppose you would agree like that was a goal that would lift any team.
Oh, don't it. I mean, Inishannon got a great goal, 2 great goals. But I mean, what's all? Inishannon didn't come into the game. We left them back into the game. We had them out of the game. We were playing well. We had the game in control, but we left them back in ourselves through silly misses. At our half-back line fell apart, and I think we'll have to do something with our half-back line the second half, because I mean we have an uphill battle to fight. But I think the character and the hurling is there in the team to do it. I'm still confident that we can win this game.
Yes,
but we have an uphill battle.
One thing that was rather apparent from the sideline at least was the combination hurling that Valley Rovers seemed to play, that balls going to Johnny Crowley full forward, that he was able to get them and lay them off. I felt that combination hurling, at least in the first half, wasn't evident in your team.
No, it's not there, but I mean, with the hopefully I think it should come good in the second half. I think we have to put it out now. I mean, we have the ability to win it. We have great hurlers, but just that we have to put it on. We're just not getting things aren't just going our way. You know, Shannon got the breaks, got the goals at the right time when they need them. And we got a tonic start. I mean,
can I just switch for one moment and just assume that if Kilbrittain were to win, what would it mean for the people out there in basically what is a very, very small parish?
I mean, they live for the G in Kilbrittain. And everybody said there's not a person in Kilbrittain today that's not here, or by spirit at least anyway. I think you couldn't put words to what it'll mean to the club to win. For a defeat, but then again, Kilbrittain are such a live for the J for so much. No fear we come back again. We'll be back again if we don't win today. But I mean, I'm not even considering defeat. We're going to win. That's fine.
Okay, Dan, thank you very much indeed, and the best of luck to your team in the second half.
Well, as they say in Finbar's pipe band serenade in the background, I have two gentlemen, one from either club, so to speak, here with me. John Newman from the Valley Rovers club and Padjo O'Brien from Kilbrittain. Padjo, if I can come to you first, could I ask you how you felt about the first half?
Well, funnily enough, Kilbrittain started pretty well. They got 2 good goals. Then they seemed to lose their way a little. But having said that, I think that when Kilbrittain will get a bit of time to reassert themselves, I am fully confident.
We'll come to that just in a moment. John, the opening goals, Valley Rovers looked in deep trouble.
The opening, yes. And we always had that feeling coming into the game, with Kilbrittain having had the force of some hard games behind them coming into this final, that Kilbrittain would settle earlier and faster than us. But once we got over that devastating spell, no doubt Valley Rovers, they have really settled. To come from being 5 points down in the 13th minute to lead by 6 points at half-time is no mean achievement. And as I said in my opening comments to this game, I said the speed and the skill of the Valley Rovers forwards would come through, and it has indeed come through.
Can I ask you, initially the Kilbrittain team had a degree of uncertainty about the way that it was going to be selected. Was there debate or worry in the Kilbrittain camp about the selection of the team?
Oh no, not at all. That it wasn't the case, but Valley Rovers, in my mind, got a soft goal. The first goal I thought was a soft goal. The Kilbrittain full back line was just cut, and Valley Rovers got a soft goal and brought him right back into the game. But at the same time, I still think that Kilbrittain are in there with a fighting chance all through.
Was it not a case, though, of Kilbrittain sitting on the lead maybe a bit too early?
No, I wouldn't agree, no.
John, the Valley Rovers goal, of course, really brought them back in, but then they didn't just languish there, they built on it.
They built on that, and they made some very good switches. They brought Chris O'Donovan to centre forwards, made an awful difference. They brought Patrick Sullivan into centre field in place of the injured Tygo Sullivan. And that, together with the opening up of play by Dennis Kiley and John Shields scoring, has put them in the position there at half-time.
Change on the team, of course, is that Tygo Sullivan, whom there was a doubt about before the game, I understand, was substituted midway through the half. Tell me about that.
Yes, well, indeed, centre field was going to be a problem if Tygo's injury persisted, and it proved to be correct. And the Valley Rovers selectors didn't waste time in bringing in a substitute in Patrick Sullivan, a very experienced player.
Padjo, who's going to win the match?
I still go for Kilbrittain.
John?
I think we'll, as I said at my opening comments, we'll be glad to shade it.
OK, I'll talk to you both later again. Thank you very much indeed.
Again, speaking to you before the game, Leo, you said that it would be a very, very hard game to predict. I can imagine that it definitely maybe hasn't turned out the way an awful lot of people would have thought it would have.
Well, that's what initially Paddy did, in that Kilbrittain started in whirlwind style, and they had 2 goals scored before we really got our first wind at all. Yes. But I think the way the lads have settled down, and the last 10 minutes of that half day it was all Valley Rovers. If they can hold that momentum now for another quarter of an hour, 20 minutes, I think they'll put this one away.
You can see a senior club in Shannon in a half an hour's time.
Well, we're only a half an hour away from senior hurling if it goes right.
Leo, thank you very much indeed.
Okay. Intermediate hurling football final.